Aiden, I think you wanted to take the disclaimer?
No, I wanted someone else to do it. I'm gonna do something in the background.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the one suffering.
Have fun.
Okay, so, yes. Double check. Okay, so yes. Important disclaimer, this is very much a PG-13 stream, generally. Today, I'm gonna say it's more of a PG-16 type of show, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It's... Good lord. It's, yeah, the usual disclaimer, we are not responsible for any scars, mental, physical, or emotional, if you decide to continue watching this shit.
Take a listen and, tell your parents.
Sit back and enjoy the chaos that is today's stream. Oh god, it's already started.
Welcome to the Insanimators, where apparently we have a Pornhub account.
All children under the age of 18, meaning all children total, leave now.
Oh, we are
Vacate
seriously...
the premises, save yourself before it's too late.
I swear YouTube is gonna
Aiden's already too late.
YouTube is gonna bring the ban hammer down on us so hard after this.
Alright, hello. I'm back.
You, where's the waiter? I'll have what he's having.
Hello, welcome to the Insanimators, where, I have all the good ideas and no one else's input matters. We are
farmers.
Dum bum 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 bum. Alright, end the stream, that was it. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your, Wednesday. It's a Tuesday, it's a Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, and we'll see you come whenever the next stream is.
Get
Bye.
back here, you little bitch.
See, like, you drag him by his feet, he's gonna sound like a goddamn gremlin.
By his feet.
Don't make me moan again, I'll do it.
Boy, I'm not gonna be
Actually-
the only one drawing.
Actually, I was gonna say that I'll drag him back by his hair, but I think he would actually break my neck if I touched his hair.
You'd have some medical bills to pay for sure. That would be. And you live in America, California, the worst even. So good luck with that.
I don't know. I have Kaiser, and they've been good to me so far.
The private sector. We love the private sector. The private sector. Fuck.
That's just a benefit of me being in a union job. So.
Wow. Look at you go. You're so smart, so clever. Love it.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Oh crap! I still didn't finish it. I'll finish it later.
But anyway, also, are you sure you're on the right server?
Yes.
Probably not.
I created one. Are you sure? Because our picture is a wide thing, not really a top a vertical thing. If that's not clear enough.
Ugh.
I'm using the same password stuff, but I think it's just under a different name than what Dana usually puts.
Oh wait, give me a second. I completely forgot to log into that myself.
Bro!
Shut up.
He's throwing. He's absolutely throwing.
Shut up.
Mason, I will send Aiden to strangle you.
Well, he's deafened right now, so.
Mother, right?
But since he's deafened right now, we have the opportunity to finally talk about our topic.
Good lord.
Okay, so nostalgia. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants it.
Great segue.
It's a almost as much of a great segue as Ray.
I will fucking beat you with your own potted plant.
What potted plant, bitch? I ain't got no potted plant.
You're a hippie. You have the one on your head. Well,
but I ain't got no pot.
Your new persona, at least.
Yeah, I have to update that. Don't worry, guys. New talking sprite coming soon for me.
Oh yeah, I have to do that too.
No. Well, I mean, you don't really have to, since you already have one drawn by you.
Yeah, but I wanted to do all of it myself.
Fair enough. But yeah, you know me, I'm not good with segues of moving into top things. All right. So, I guess you might ask, the fuck do you mean nostalgia is blursed?
Okay.
Well, first of all, for those that don't know, blursed is a blessing and a curse.
So let me get this out of the way real quick. First of all, what is the actual definition of nostalgia? According to Oxford Languages, it is a noun. It is a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. So,
In short, memories make you feel good.
basically, so like looking at the thumbnail that we have for this stream, I'm wearing a shirt that has the Cartoon Network logo on it. Why? Because Cartoon Network was my fucking jam when I was a kid.
Yeah,
And
but it doesn't. But it's not the old one.
No, we're talking. Okay, well, sure, but either way, it's still Cartoon Network. The point is, back in the 90s, that was like the heyday of cartoon shows, right? I'm talking things, probably things a lot of you Zoomers have never heard of. Things like Johnny Bravo, fucking Dexter's Laboratory. You've only heard of Powerpuff Girls because they decided to reboot that shit. And
Big mistake.
From what I'm hearing, it's okay, especially if you compare it to the old show. But yeah, things like all those. What I think, Ed, Edd and Eddy, my all-time favorite cartoon show.
Also now available on HBO Max. It's not sponsored.
Oh God. But if everybody's heard of the Rolf memes, right? Life has many doors, Ed boy. Yeah, that's.
Are you dead ass, Ed boy?
That is only the tip of the iceberg in terms of the great moments that Ed, Edd and Eddy has brought to us.
With the most ironic line from Ed. Canadians are weird! The show being made by Canadians.
God, I'm hoping YouTube doesn't catch us on that, because that was so good, I think they might actually get us on a copyright strike with that.
Okay, fuck that. Dude, come on. Like, it's bad enough that the bots, hit people with strikes when they unintentionally did that stuff. We don't need that right now.
Well, we already established last stream, talking with Chroma, he owns his own record label, and he has told YouTube, after they struck his own video that is under his own label, he still can't appeal that shit, because YouTube, its system is fucking dumb, and they don't have actual people behind it, as per Chroma's own experience. And he owns his own record label, which copyright struck his own damn video.
So yeah, fuck you. So yeah, fuck YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is incredibly flawed, and I don't like it. But, still better than Twitch. Although, that does remind me, I have to actually download the episodes and move them all to our Odyssey account, because I still have to get that going again. I'm slow.
I still keep forgetting. Is Odyssey supposed to be, better? Or more forgiving?
Sadly, it's one of those things that has its own, cryptocurrency system, but I don't give a shit about that, honestly.
Well, please tell me that's optional. I don't want it to be a mandatory thing.
It technically is optional. It's more just keep watching videos. You earn this much of our currency.
Sounds like those dumbass advertisements where it's if you play games, you earn our own little currency, and you can use that stuff to buy stuff in games.
Sort of. I mean, it's like I said, it's not required for anything. It's just sort of this optional thing you can spend to if you want to support a creator, you can use the crypto you've earned during the time and just throw it at those creators as a tip for whatever videos that you just watched, something like that. But yeah, it's definitely not required by any means. It's more or less just kind of an optional, it's there if you want to use it kind of thing. But that's not why I'm having us onto Odyssey. It's because it is a YouTube alternative, and it seems to be doing well as an actual alternative.
Careful, dude. That's what I feel like they said the same thing about Mixer. Look how that turned out.
Yeah, this isn't Mixer. It's as far as I know, it's not owned by fucking Microsoft, who mostly makes business decisions. But either way, it's an alternative, and at least having that alternative is better than not having one. As far as I'm concerned.
Fair enough. Maybe I should consider doing that. I want to get back into the streaming business, but I want to make sure I'm able to do it without getting into trouble.
I'm just hoping they have a streaming service soon. I haven't looked at it in a bit, but yeah, it's definitely an option I'm looking at. I know we have some of our episodes on there. I just have to get back to moving the rest of them over. But that's not the point. yeah, it's definitely just. I don't like YouTube, but you know what? It's still allowed for us to be able to relive some of those nostalgic moments. But I digress. That's kind of
Watch
not
the
the point today.
entirety of Code Lyoko on here.
Oh God, Code Lyoko. Don't. Okay, that's definitely more nostalgia kicking in right there. It's-
Samurai Jack.
A
didn't
lot
watch
of
that
people
one.
actually know about Samurai Jack nowadays.
Samurai fool. Yeah.
Getting there. Damn it, get the candle
Let's
going.
finish that drink. Anyway, so nostalgia, yes, it creates these lovely feelings that we enjoy having. But it's not just limited to, shows or games. Sometimes it's just life in general that triggers nostalgic moments for us.
There we go. Candle is lit. I have a nice smell in my room again.
Weirdo.
Hey, do you want your room smelling like nothing? Or do you
Oh,
want a
but
nice
scented
smell in your
candles
room?
hurt my head.
I don't want my room to smell, period.
I'd rather have
Dead
a pleasant
candles hurt my head.
That's fair. So anyway, what is the point of talking about nostalgia? Well, I'm sure we've noticed a bit of a trend lately. And this isn't me trying to be some cynical dickhead. I mean, I know that's what I usually am.
You don't
on
have
a
to try to
regular
do
basis.
that.
Yeah, I know. I know I don't have to try, but that's not why I want to talk about nostalgia. Granted, I'm not the one that chose this as today's topic, but you get me going about nostalgia, man, I will go on for fucking ever about nostalgic things. If you get me going about Ed and Eddie, oh man, I will be sharing with you all of my favorite fucking moments of that show.
But the reason why I brought it up is because, we wanted to talk about because here's the thing. There's like a two-sided coin to everything in the universe. Nostalgia's no different.
True.
Wow.
Oh, he's
Back
back.
from the dead. All right. Back from the dead, I see.
He's back from
Yeah.
the depths of the river Styx.
I just went
Go
through a
back
move,
in.
another one, guys, and it's a lot. So I'm
tell.
sorry. That should be the last interruption until around. I should have another hour or so before anything else happens. So, what are we talking about?
Nostalgia, bitch. What are
Nostalgia.
you nostalgic for?
Cigars. Someone didn't want to put it in the thumbnail, but
Because no.
I don't think it's a secret to anybody here that my sense of self from a young age was not ideal as far as development goes. But my nostalgia basically is being in an actual smoking room somewhere in Riverside and smoking a very nice cigar and basically learning how to savor things, how to enjoy what I have over a long period of time. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely, like you were just saying, there's definitely two sides to that coin, and I can't get too deep into the other side of that one for sure. But I think the thing that makes nostalgia work is it has to have enough of an impact on you that you can be reminded of it later down the line. And I don't think anything that is just purely positive will hit you in the way that is truly nostalgic,
Well,
right?
That's kind of the thing. I opened this whole thing with the definition of nostalgia, and it, like I said,
of insanity.
according to Oxford, as I said, sentimental longing, wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations.
Yeah.
That is literally the definition of nostalgic. Is it makes you feel good feelings from the past.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the past was necessarily good.
I mean, that's fair.
But and that also doesn't necessarily mean that a person who feels nostalgia is happy currently.
You know what's ironic is the song we're listening to right now. It's about to end, actually. It's called Nostalgia by Harris Heller.
I'm killing
Great.
myself and it's your fault.
Oh, I'm sorry,
my
buddy.
God, Dom! Dom!
He's in stomach pain, so
Ouch.
I'm in pain everywhere. It's fine.
Me too.
For
I'm
those
here.
that don't know, or should I not say?
I really don't care.
For those that don't know, Dom got tested positive for COVID. So
Again.
again,
I
And-
positive for both of them.
and do you
I
want to tell?
test.
Do you want to tell him the most BS thing about that whole thing?
Brother doesn't have it.
And this would be the
Again.
second. This would be the second time that he wasn't able to contract it. And you just look at him and you're just like, "What cheat codes do you use?"
Bro, he's the immunity. We just need to take his blood.
All of it.
I feel like that'll just make matters worse. But hey, I'm not gonna stop you. One less brother in the world, am I right?
I don't think that's the point.
Honestly.
Kaden, if you're watching this, I am deeply sorry if Dom decides to take measures.
Wait, so
I will.
would YouTube
Okay.
actually get mad about a cigar in the thumbnail? Like, I'm gonna talk extensively about it because it's funny.
I don't think.
I don't
actually
think
care.
they would have a problem. It was just more of our thumbnail artist having the problem.
Which is fine, by the way.
Which
I
is fine.
respect that.
I don't think YouTube, even though that their security system is stupid,
Dumb.
I still don't think that they would like flag us for like promoting drug use because there's a cigar in your character's hand.
What if there was a cigar like 8 inches down his throat, though?
Well, that's a different story.
I would be questioning things.
That would be a different scenario altogether.
Yummy.
And after that, I would not be able to help you.
Cigar
Or-
leaves and tar.
Nor would I want to help you.
Nummy, 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 nummy.
Fruit
This
salad.
Fuck you!
That is a salad, yeah. You got
hate
the
you.
romaine. The romaine and the dressing. The dressing. Balsamic vinegar!
See, now you're just triggering memories of the time when I used to watch the goddamn Wiggles.
Nostalgia, am I right?
Honestly,
Uh,
fine.
But while nostalgia, again, as I keep saying, there's two sides to every coin. Nostalgia is no different. So while it is nice to have those feelings, like really makes you feel good, gives you that serotonin. But
Dopamine.
that gives you that dopamine. There's a reason why. There's really a reason why that kind of shit is triggered, is because the person themselves, from what I've looked up, isn't really happy with their current present. And
I'm happy with my current present. I still have nostalgia. I
Well,
think that's...
well, studies shown that, like, as many people view nostalgia as a positive emotion, which can be misinterpreted. For after like doing some tests on some undergrads, like it turns out that nostalgia is actually reflected more as a negative emotion because you're not happy in your current life.
I rebuke
Therefore-
this study. I rebuke this study. They studied undergrads. What kind of dumb researcher would study undergrads for a gauge of happy emotions?
Probably another undergrad.
I don't know, because they're the more likely to have those kind of experiences.
Bruh.
Because,
would-
here's the
I
thing,
would-
algia literally is like Latin for pain.
Bruh, Mason, everyone, watch the Wiggles.
Really? I'm talking about
I
this, and
would-
you're still on that Wiggles bit.
No, I was one of the fucking comments in chat.
Shut up, Will.
I would, if I was doing this study, I would sample as many people as possible.
That's
And
what they did. They did like around 287 like students and like I guess a variety of people as well.
I would purposefully avoid undergrads because they are the saddest people known to mankind. That is coming from me, an undergrad, who goes to school and sees nothing but sad people every fucking day.
Well, that's because they
College is
have
sad.
to. Well, that's because they have to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I would go for like 30, 40-year-olds if I was doing a study to see. Because, like, also, I mean, this is just me going off. But, like, like I'm not saying I'm right or anything. Obviously, I'm not the guy who did the peer-reviewed research or anything like that. But, like, I don't know, man. For me, nostalgia is whatever it means to whoever has it. Like if someone says, "Man, I'm feeling nostalgic right now," and someone says about what, and then they'll probably elaborate. "Oh, I miss this time," or "I miss this time." That's typically where I hear nostalgia coming from, is a place of like, I miss this about this time, right? They associate a certain thing with a certain time in their life. And sometimes that time isn't a good time. Like for me, my nostalgia, the only nostalgia that I can really pinpoint when I was asked about like what makes you nostalgic, and I said cigars. Cigarettes do not make me nostalgic, by the way. I want to make that very clear. Cigarettes are gross, and I don't like them. But cigars, on the other hand, I love. I mean, that wasn't necessarily a good part of my life, but that was something from that time that actually makes me look back on some of the good things that happened. I mean, so in a sense, it's like my rose-tinted glasses, that I can use to look back on the past and actually be happy a little bit about some of the things that happened during that time, instead of just looking back and going, "Oh wow, that was just some stupid shit. That was awful. That was atrocious. That was bad. That was horrible." You know? So you're right. It is a two-sided coin, and you're also right. Agia does mean aggravation or pain in Latin. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting feeling. I wish I had more things that made me feel nostalgic than borderline drug use. But
that's kind of the thing. Nostalgia isn't like really specific to one particular thing. It's not something it's not specifically something you had used in the past. It's not specifically something you had watched or listened to. It can be quite a lot of things. You know,
yeah.
So for some people, it can be like some kind of narcotic. Other people, it can be some kind of substance, or many others, like myself, it can be just seeing a place that I drive by on my way to my old hometown to run D&D. You know, I'll see like some skate park that I pass by every now and then, and I go, "Oh wow, that was quite a while ago," and I remember, you know, cool things happening there, some kind of like sometimes scary things that have happened there. But that's kind of the thing about nostalgia. It does bring up the past. It does bring up, you know, different memories of what it was like back then. You know, I as much as we joke about me being the boomer here, I do still enjoy some of the things that were, you know, part of my life growing up in the 90s, right?
That's what makes you a boomer. That's what makes you a boomer. That is like the whole thing. That's why we call you a boomer. Because enjoying the things that you did when you were young, like the generations before used to cram as many people as they could into phone booths, and that was their thing that they did. God, it must have been boring back then. Holy shit! But like, I'm sure that if someone saw an image like that, like I saw a really good example of nostalgia, where someone talked about some sort of Premier League soccer game from the 60s. They were like, I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but they're like, do you remember the 1962 something game, blah, 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 blah. And this guy's face just lights up and he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, you do?" And he's like, "Yeah, I played in it." And like, "Oh, wow." And he's like, "Yeah, I was the goalkeeper for Liverpool." And like, you can just see he's like having this like awesome moment where he's like,
"Are you gonna eat that?"
Where he's like totally, he's in this moment here and he's enjoying what's happening presently, but like also at the same time, he's like remembering this thing from his past that he's been through, that he looks back on very fondly. Does that mean that he was doing super well at that time? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he was, you know, playing for this team because that was his only option at the time and he wanted to be a good soccer player. And maybe that wasn't looked at. Oh, my dog is scratching himself right next to me. Look at him. You know, but still, he looked back on that part with like a very fond and like, you know, happy gaze, so to speak.
But I like the problem I see though when it comes to nostalgia is that you focus too much on the past that you can't really see what's coming in the future, and that's what people need to look forward to. They need to see what's in the future, because the longer they look into the past, the more they want to stay in that past, because they're too afraid of what the future would become.
Well, remember one very important element in all of that. You're talking about people, and people are fucking complicated.
What? People don't
And the other thing
exist.
about people is that they do need to have some sense of comfort, right, in order to have that motivation to keep going. You know, I can't just continue to go around every day, see something horrible pop up on my newsfeed, and go, "Well, that's life."
Oops.
It doesn't. I wish life was like
Stay,
that.
Germ, stay.
No,
Stay. Don't leave me here.
God.
Everyone's disagreeing with me, Germ. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Should I-
Please.
I clicked this on accident trying to scroll through the server. Mason, Dom, Ark, are you guys okay with me being here? Or
I mean, I have no argument.
Don't care.
okay, Ark?
I mean, I'm not against it, but what's going on?
Accidentally clicked this chat.
Germ's here now. Get his sprite up. Get his sprite up. Get his sprite up now.
Oh, that's fine. Just relax.
No, get his sprite up right now.
Stay here. Don't worry.
Get his sprite up on screen, I swear.
It's fine. Chill out.
This is
Ark,
making me feel
Ark,
nostalgic. Get his sprite up on the goddamn screen.
Who's running the stream? Who's running the stream?
That would be
Ark.
me.
Arch.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Please. Please do it for me.
No.
Do
No.
it for me, Ark.
No.
I'm super sorry in advance if this takes everything else. Okay, thank God. I'm just moving the image.
Fine. I'm on what, 1, around 5, I think.
All right,
so-
time to listen to some Give Head Radio.
Hell yeah. Let's get it go. Let's get that nostalgia pumping, baby.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's nostalgia or you guys just being weird.
I mean, technically it's nostalgia because it's an old game from GTA 3. So
Yep.
technically it could be nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Aiden probably knows. I probably shouldn't know because I'm too young, but whatever. I don't care.
No, but I think that what we're coming to in this is that nostalgia isn't any one thing. Like with any feeling, you know, maybe my happiness doesn't have to do with how I'm currently actually feeling at the moment. Maybe my happiness is me looking at where I am and saying, you know what, this is better than it was a year ago. So I'm happy with that,
Stop picking up.
regardless of whether I feel like shit in the moment or not. You know what I mean? Whereas other people associate happiness with more instant gratification, right? And we can go back and forth and say, well, you know, but basically what we're saying, I'm not saying this is nostalgia. What I'm saying is I experience nostalgia as this, and these are the things that I see in the world that are nostalgic to me. Because it's an individual experience. It's not one that has you can't have like rigid terminology for emotion. It doesn't work.
Set for a good thing.
Do you have something to share with the class, Gator Boy?
I think he's out of touch.
Bruise. Been clean.
It's Germ. He's always in
Been
touch.
used.
Yeah,
Unclean.
I'm out of time. There's a DMCA strike waiting to happen.
Running in the 90s. That's where YouTube is gonna
Well,
send
that-
me.
What were this whole thing borked?
Did you say borked unironically?
Hang on.
I
let me
fucking
get-
said
let me
borked
get-
unironically. Come at me, Aiden boy.
Hang on, let me get this on. Change the sensitivity. Give me a sec. No, it's texting
Will
images.
all motherfuckers named Mason please leave the store immediately?
Okay.
Well,
This wasn't a store. You're
I'm
not in
not
a
gonna-
store, buddy. This is
I'm not
this is a
gonna keep
voice
playing that
chat.
because I don't want to actually go to DMCA strike.
what is happening?
I don't even know. Ever since I joined, I made this whole thing a mess.
We're talking about nostalgia, Germ. Do you want to
Exactly,
join the
that's
conversation?
it's exactly what my parents said when I was born. Anyways, I killed the chat. I'm just gonna shut up now.
Understandable.
Well, here's the thing. It's like Okay, let me see if I can find the words.
Good luck with
I
that.
think I can bring up a good reason for like because nostalgia, really depending on what it is, be it cigars or
See,
Well, give
Jeez,
or
Henry
video
a go.
games or shows, like you want to revisit them, and there's actually obviously there are ways to revisit it physically instead of just having to have it in your brain.
true.
Like I mean, obviously the unfortunate bit is that you cannot really recreate those memories no matter how hard you want to try to.
I know you
But-
tried.
Or not. Sometimes you can't help but relive them, even no matter how hard you want to avoid them.
But it
Fair.
still makes you feel good.
And sometimes that also hurts.
It also
that
hurts.
sounds like trauma. Not gonna lie.
Because here's the thing, it also ruins things for you. If I'm being honest, nostalgia kind of ruins things. Because say you love a franchise because you love the episodes. You remember watching the episodes when you were like a little boy, and like, but now if that show's still going, now you're just like you remember when those episodes were good, but now it's just you're unsure of how it's gonna be when it ends. Looking at you, Simpsons.
It's nostalgia poisoning. That's what it's called. Like my dad was talking about it one time. He said, I remember all these old movies being so great. And then I go in and watch them again, and I'm sitting there at the end of it going, well, that kind of sucked, actually. Like, nostalgia it's not about what triggers your nostalgia. Like, for me, cigars trigger nostalgia. But my nostalgia isn't for the cigar. Does that make sense? It's the experience and the way that I was feeling at the time that the nostalgic item reminds me of, right? What mattered in that moment wasn't the cigar that I was smoking. It was that I was having a really good conversation with an older Italian gentleman who I respected very much,
Papa Boopy.
while sharing, a nice cigar and just talking about what was going on in our lives at the time and what our priorities were and how I should solve certain problems and how he could solve certain problems, and having someone who was way more successful than me in almost every metric still listen to me and hear what I had to say. That was what was important. But what I was doing implicitly, habitually in that moment was every couple of minutes, or every 5 minutes, every 5-10 minutes, taking a sip and taking a puff every so often. And so that aroma, that ambiance, that atmosphere permeated that memory. And so now every time I sit down and I sip on some Di Saronno or Metaxa or something like that, and I smoke a cigar, I get this feeling of kind of sympathetic warmth.
Because you remember that experience with that person who you
With that
respected.
person, yeah, with those people, honestly, because those were always the best conversations. And it has an impact on my behavior too. I find that I do better in conversation when I am occasionally sipping on something and smoking a cigar. I always leave the conversation feeling more fulfilled, more happy. And it's not because of the cigar, it's because of the associations that I have with it.
Yeah.
And so that's where I now am beginning to find the tools to, maybe I don't need the cigar to achieve that,
Yeah.
So I think it's a feeling, and like all feelings, it's a tool, and it matters how you use it, whether it becomes good nostalgia or bad nostalgia.
I feel like the
absolutely.
feeling is more of the result of the use of that tool. Like
You could kind of, yeah.
I won't go around and say that watching TV shows makes me feel happy all the time, because like, it can be said for music. Like all day today, I've been listening to that newer Papa Roach song that came out sometime last year, right? Late last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the song is kind of like, it's hard. It is aggressive, and it's the lyrics are just kind of like, I want to fucking hit something, basically. So nostalgia doesn't always mean that so I guess sort of in a way nostalgia doesn't always mean it's purely a happy feeling, but it's also, sort of something that kind of like it takes you to a better place generally. That's what I usually associate nostalgia with. It's not always that I have to watch, Powerpuff Girls or Samurai Jack or Dexter's Lab or Johnny Bravo or what have you, right? I don't always have to watch
Also, you're gonna
all
say
that.
Johnny Test for a second. I would have been very disappointed if you actually ended up saying that.
Actually, the funny thing is that that's one of my nostalgic shows.
Are you serious, dude?
Where it had the good anime, not that motion swing bullshit.
Motion twink?
Tween. He meant to say tween.
Oh, motion tween.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and not a fucking whip crack sound every single movement.
So as we just
My
played-
joints make a whip crack sound effect every movement I make.
Good lord.
Did you get that checked
Not
out?
good.
The 1700s, in the 1700s, everything was a whip crack sound.
I'm here, I'm queer, and my joint pain is moderate to severe. Everyone, hop aboard the possum train.
Really hoping no one heard what I said.
We all heard it, we all remember it.
No, I heard what you
Everyone
said.
believes you, Germ. Everyone believes you.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Oh god.
That's not repeated.
Please don't cancel me, Aiden.
Cancel him. Cancel
He
him
has
hard.
the belt.
Twitter.com
He
as
has
we
the belt.
opening Twitter.com as we speak.
You know what I am canceling right now, Germ?
Hmm?
Your head pets.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, I get kisses and head pets from everyone else aside from you. I don't care.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel that subscription as well.
We're
Not
gonna
you.
boycott your head patch.
We're gonna go
fine.
on strike to prevent more head.
Don't cross the picket line.
Fine, I have my sources.
I will track down these sources and I will cancel your subscription.
All we have to do is
permanently.
track down Germ's swamp and then fucking set up a picket line across it.
Oh, you want to see my swamp?
I do want to see your swamp. I want to stand at the edge of your swamp.
Ew. That sounds
You will
wrong.
swim all the way to the end of into my swamp.
I'm gonna wander into your marshlands, Germ. Be fucking careful.
Also gonna put some on marshlands in your mouth.
Like I mean, jeez, why is it that me and Ark are kind of the more mature ones here?
You guys.
You're not more mature. You're
Because
weak.
the both of us are the
You just-
older of the four of us here.
Oh yeah, make it about age, Mister. Yeah.
How dare you?
Hostage. Please save me.
No.
That's right, 5 of us, but
Dom is pure. Dom.
Dom is too pure for this world. He does not deserve to be with us.
No, we don't deserve to be
No, we
with
don't
him. It's
deserve
the other way
him.
around.
That's
Yeah.
the other way around,
Yeah,
dumbass.
he
Oh,
doesn't deserve
okay.
to be in the low level dirt that we currently reside in.
Yeah, it's
Does that look like a mixture of a Moai and the Rock? Like, what is
raise his
that?
eyebrow. Raise the eyebrow that's towards the camera. Do it.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Goddamn, I need to increase the eraser size.
Takes forever. It's annoying.
Figure it out, buddy. Figure it out, buckaroo. You got this.
All right, I've done it, and whenever it pops up, I'm just gonna play the sound effect right now, just so it'll be applied.
Crap.
Damn!
I said whip crap. I'm fucking out of it tonight.
Aren't we all?
Understandable.
Just wait till I start drinking.
oh, good lord.
I'm not gonna drink yet. I have to go drive and eat dinner, so I'm not gonna drink. Don't drink and drive. That's not good nostalgia. That doesn't work. Don't do
That's not
that.
very
That's-
good. That's,
that's not
very
nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Don't drink and drive.
Don't do that.
That's not nostalgia. That's a DUI.
I'm incredibly irresponsible, but do not do that. I don't do that. You shouldn't. If someone as irresponsible as me draws the line way before that, you should too. I don't care.
I was about to say,
I don't
did
care how
somebody
dumb
really
you
just
are.
call Aiden responsible?
I'm more responsible than that. What? Like, come on,
Responsible
dude.
enough to know that drinking and driving is illegal.
That is like the bare minimum.
That's true.
Like, that's where I am. I'm at the bare minimum of responsibility. All right, I lock my door every day and I don't drink and drive. That's literally it. Like, other than that, but like, it's
So what was that
what was
noise?
that's called
Bro, that was
that's called rapid onset filtering, so that I don't actually get us banned from YouTube.
No, that's
What?
called rapid onset barfing your intestines out.
Intestines? You assume I
That's what
have
they
those.
That's so disgusting.
They're out testings now because they're not
Ew.
inside me anymore.
Ew.
Oh, Jerm, don't even give me that. When you showed me a picture of like cleaned pig intestines when you were on your trip.
They were goat intestines. Get it right. You guys.
Do you know that your intestines, when you do certain surgeries, they have to hang them up around the wall and they let them slither back into your body when they're done? Did you know that's a thing?
They just go.
Ew.
Yeah, they wriggle back into place.
No, I'm just saying
I
like
can't
they
think
just
about that.
they just.
Okay, I
slip-
apologize.
Yeah, please do not like discuss this stuff when Dom just had dinner.
I am so sorry.
Well,
I really should say
Oh,
that
God.
they just slurp into your body like you would slurp
Just
spaghetti.
germ.
so thank you, Nyan, for that $1 donation. Much appreciated. Let me
Thanks, Nyan.
Muchas gracias.
let me track down what
Dollar
was
señorita.
closer to freedom.
done because I could not read that on my end.
Thanks, Nyan.
Yeah, figure out what they said. I want to respond to
One
it.
second,
in
one
kind.
second.
1 time's up. What did he say?
Why, oh why, is the rock here, Mr. Bear?
What?
It's not Mr. Bear anymore. That name has been given
not
up.
a furry.
I think
What is your
it's
name
right-
now?
The hippie.
I mean, that was
Doesn't
all
make
your
it
name.
any better.
Yeah,
I,
well, now
I
it's
like tree hugger.
It sounds too close to something else.
What? The tree fucker?
Ha!
Something I don't know. And like it also ends with an R.
Do I really need to say it?
No, you
No,
don't.
really
You
don't.
should not. You should definitely not.
Yeah,
What do you
say-
mean? We're gonna end that conversation.
We're burying it. We are
Just
fucking
stop.
burying it.
My inner Riverside was about to come out, and it would have ruined us. But
My
anyways,
my other former Confederate state person was gonna have to come with it.
it was about to get cancel worthy. Let's stop that.
Just like
Really
every
good,
person in
really good.
Alabama.
This is not nostalgia, guys. This is
No,
not
this is nostalgic. We're
appropriate.
talking about the Confederate States
No,
of
it's, I
America.
don't want to hear about this. Germ.
This isn't a stoolja?
I have a playlist on my Spotify called Dark Nostalgia, and I think this could help shed some light. Yes, I am talking about Spotify playlists. Do not at me. Let me open up this playlist.
Proceeds to add him on Twitter.
Do it. Do it. At me right now. Do it.
I can't. I'm drewing.
Or Drew.
Okay, cool. Then don't. I just told you not to at me, and then you threatened to, so I encouraged it. Let's see. What's on this playlist?
How to deal with bullies 101. Fucking count their bluff.
Do it.
I mean,
Anyways,
that's actually
so-
something that you can do, but okay.
Tell me if anybody here recognizes any of these songs as nostalgic. I want to hear your responses.
Nick!
Suit and Tie featuring Jay-Z by Justin Timberlake.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I have.
Y'all are weird.
Says
I'm
you.
I'm not a
Says
very
you.
big JT fan.
I used to listen to the Chipmunks version of this song
Oh god.
when I was like 12.
You all fucking people. How dare you?
I was 12! This was before everything went to shit, Germ. Come on. I was a
No,
pure
that
boy
was
who loved the
weird.
Chipmunks.
No, is that you calling me weird? How fucking dare you? You have all.
Yeah, but I'm cool, alright? Alright,
No, you're not.
next.
No, you're not.
Cautionary Tales by John Bellion.
I know
I'm
who
sorry,
that
man,
is.
but
I
you're-
have not heard
you're
that song.
Oh, it's a bop.
Never say bop ever again.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
New
that
York,
It's very
New
much
York
a
Soul,
rock bop.
New York Soul Part 2 by the same guy, John Bellion. That's also a
Don't make me
bop.
drop an F bomb. I'm technically allowed to say it, but I really don't want to say it on stream.
Don't do
And
it.
don't.
I'm going. Okay, let's see. What else? Raise Your Glass by Pink.
Loser.
No, Raise Your Glass by Pink.
I know
I
that
know that.
song.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I know that one.
I will say Pink is one of the is probably the only like pop artist I will ever actually want to listen to.
Cool. We need to change that. Right after that is Level of Concern by 21 Pilots. That's a good one. Let's see. Oh, I have Forgetting All About You by Phoebe Ryan and Black Bear. That's a good one.
Oh,
I don't know that. I have never heard
between
that.
my love.
Shut up.
No.
Then we have Let's get some new artists in here.
No.
Ooh, Chateau by Black Bear. That's dope. So like these are songs that make me think of a time that was.
I literally only listen to like 4 artists, and I barely know any of these fuckers that you're talking
All
about.
right, you know what?
We're gonna help you with that.
I know
No.
something that'll trigger nostalgia for a good amount of you, or at least like
Okay.
for Aiden.
Fuck you.
I think I literally just need to say the YouTube anthem. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Is that
Yeah, you-
Friday by Rebecca Black?
No! Fuck that! Okay, I don't remember the song. No, Dreamscape 09. Dreamscape 009.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was the one. Like unregistered hypercam. Hey, today we're gonna be looking.
Yeah.
Today we're gonna be looking up cheats and like fucking Windows Movie Maker, GTA San Andreas cheats.
Dude, literally using a freaking notepad to like communicate, and they couldn't spell or type, so it was just freaking get 2 steps forward, 5 steps back on the typing. Just
That doesn't feel
dude, 2009 YouTube was weird.
Back when it
What a
had
sh-
the 5
what
star.
a-
Back when it had the 5-star rating instead of the dislike.
Honestly,
What a hellscape, dude.
Oh, yeah,
what
it
a
did have that.
hellscape. What a hellscape that was, man. God, back then it was like, 3 years ago, that's an old video. Nowadays it's like, dude. Man, I remember the first time I went onto YouTube and I saw a video that said posted 10 years ago. And I was like,
and you saw that, you're like, oh my god, I feel old.
this is off. No, I didn't even think that. I said, wow, this is the worst.
You're
This
just like,
is the
"What,
worst.
yeah, you're just like, my dumbass like this.
Yeah, exactly. This is in my liked videos. Like it's like
still in your like video.
it's like a Ryan Higa video from like 2007. It's like, whoa.
Wait, okay, hold on. I want to take a guess. Is it how to be emo?
Probably. E is
Do a
for
quick check,
emotional,
do it.
ruins everybody's dead. M is for miserable people. O is for on the dark side, cause we got fresh cookies. Cookies.
Good boy.
Okay, here's the thing. I was introduced to YouTube by a friend of mine, or quote unquote friend of mine. I think it was, I can't tell if it was middle school or high school. They introduced me to YouTube by either Awesome's Creed or Lego stop motion videos.
Lego
actually,
stop motion videos. Oh my god, you're a nerd.
I remember this one video where it was like someone animating like Anki drive cars and they were destroying each other, like from way back. I think it was like 7 years old. I don't remember.
God, I remember coming across like Demolition Ranch for the first time, and then like Forged in
He's cool.
Matt Character's cool. Forged in Fire, like the guys who recreated the video game weapons. Y'all remember in like 2019 when everyone got recommended that can you craft obsidian?
Remember back in 2019 when you got the can you
Shut up. Can you forge obsidian? Can you shut up? It was such a cool video, but it was 3 a.m. on a Tuesday.
And can I ask you something?
Oh god. He's
Can
probably
you?
gonna regret it.
Can you?
Can I mute you? Yes, I can. Will I? Probably.
I can just leave. I don't need to be here.
Me neither. But I don't want to. And you shouldn't want to either.
Well, considering that we're almost like around maybe, I guess, the halfway segment, I don't know. But I think it's time to talk really more about the issue with nostalgia. Obviously, we already talked about the best of how like
The problem with nostalgia.
well, yeah, nostalgia is kind of a problem, especially in today's time, because like obviously, aside from the fact that people who rely on nostalgia usually are just not happy with their current self, me being one of them.
Undergraduates who rely on nostalgia aren't happy with themselves. You gotta admit that.
There's also an issue of when it comes to businesses, companies using that nostalgia to help promote their shit. And
Disney. Disney.
It's called marketing.
Shut up.
You know that?
I know it's called marketing, but it's just the absolute fact that they have to use nostalgia in order to reel people in for whatever franchise they're bringing back from the dead. It's pathetic.
You know what?
You're
It is. It used to be for Disney. It used to be nostalgia. Now they've replaced nostalgia with Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's what's happened. So now that's it. That's it.
Listen,
So,
we don't
guys,
talk about Bruno.
I will, and then I'll kill you. Okay, I will talk about Bruno.
I might kill you for that bad reference.
Here's the thing. Tell me, it happened in the in the late golden age of Disney. They tried to replace nostalgia with Phil Collins when they did Tarzan and Brother Bear. Like it's real. It's a real thing.
Oh, I still find it funny. They try to.
It's funny. It is. It's hilarious. It's. And then for a while, I mean, before that, during the actual golden age, they tried and succeeded to replace nostalgia with Robin Williams. So nostalgia is a tool, like I said, like almost all feelings are at the end of the day. I feel like it's, and that might come across as cold to some people, but please don't take it as that. It's really not. Your feelings can be used as a tool for your own life to see where you are and where you want to be and where you were. So
and that's the sad thing that companies do is that like they use it purely for marketing purposes, which is why I wasn't a huge I'm gonna be that guy. I did not like the new Matrix movie. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me on that one.
I'm pretty sure you are not the only one that did not like that movie.
So,
I
first
was
of all,
like iffy on it.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you did not follow that statement up with the booing sound effect. Second of all,
okay, fine. Let me try that shit again.
No, you're too late. You're too late.
No, I'm doing it.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction.
this is nostalgia at this point, and it's problematic. Apparently, stop.
I'm not giving you that satisfaction, Mason. You're too late.
So what I'm trying to say is, for the second point that I was about to make, I have a counter argument to that. And yeah, I know, surprise, the Broomer is going to defend the capitalism.
The Broomer?
Funny.
Shut up.
I kid you not, Ark turns himself into a broom.
Hashtag male wife Ark, let's go.
It's the funniest shit ever. Ark is a fucking broom.
I hate you all.
I hate you too.
Okay,
I hate
we love
myself
you
too.
too.
And
That's the most boomer thing you've said all day, cutie.
And as I was saying, yeah, I know it's gonna be a big fucking shocker that the Boomer is defending the capitalist fucking multi-billion-dollar company, whatever. I don't give a shit. Thing is, you have to understand. You need to understand something about why nostalgia is being used so damn much. And as far as I'm concerned, it is our own damn fault. They see the marketing working so well for nostalgia for everybody. And they go, why is everybody responding to this so well? Well, it's because we want something that's familiar, something that feels good to us, and we get drawn to that. And unfortunately,
so you're gonna blame basic human nature?
Well, that's the thing.
That?
Because we get drawn to that so much, we keep going out to consume all of that material. We keep buying those old things that just make us feel better, and they get the money, and they see that. And they go, this is working. Let's keep doing it. And it's the issue that, you know, I'm sorry to keep going back to 40K. It's the issue that keeps becoming a thing. People will look at us, people like me, saying, oh, you're boycotting? Well, you're a fucking idiot because everybody keeps buying it. Yeah, everybody keeps buying it. That doesn't mean I have to. But everybody else does keep buying it despite the dumb, ridiculous shit that Games Workshop has been doing. But
and that's also the thing is like most people open doors by turning by pushing if you have a door that has like a handle and not like a knob, what do you guys do? You guys push the handle down, right? And then the door opens, right?
On the knob, yeah.
You could also pull the handle up in most cases. Okay? And I used to do that because I thought I was cool. I pulled the door handle up when I went in places. But you know what happened? Every once in a while, there was a door that only opened when you pushed the knob down. So I very quickly learned to stop pulling up on the door handle because every once in a while I would look like a freaking idiot, right? Sure, maybe coming up with new ideas and putting them out there into the public eye will get a lot of more people to become nostalgic of that too. But some of the times you end up with total flops that just don't go anywhere, even though they're really good pieces of art, right? So they learn, wait, why would I spend so much more time coming up with original ideas, coming up with more and more stuff, putting in so much more work for a possibility at return when I can almost guarantee return by just putting a 2 and then a 3 and then a 4 and then a 5 and then a 6 and then taking the number away and doing it again. Why, you know what I mean? Like it's saying to somebody, hey, I know that when you like, okay, sure, this is a great idea. Let's not do that because we're passionate about art. What do you mean? I'm also passionate about being able to eat. You know what I mean? So if I do something that works, I'm not going to stop doing that thing that works. You know, so like, yeah, nostalgia is something that, sure, it sucks that it's being capitalized on, but also at the end of the day, to expect anything else than, you know, than people to do what is going to work, right? What is the most proven to work? That's basically you saying, I want you, this person who is not me, to make a sacrifice for the sake of my artistic enjoyment, right? I don't want you to keep making things that you know are going to allow you to continue it creating. I want you to do something specifically for me. I'm like, okay, if you don't like the use of nostalgia for people, make original content be someone else's nostalgia. You know, like that has to start with people who are dissatisfied, not with someone who is doing something that just works, you know?
In my eyes, I just don't really agree with the idea of saying like, oh hey, someone's being nostalgic, or there's a company that's pushing out nostalgic related products, but then you're just gonna go around and say, oh hey, it's the fault of the people because we take it in. Like, in my eyes, I mean, I think most people can agree with this. When it comes to things like that, I feel like it's basic human nature that we feel like it's something that we're comfortable with. Like, as humans, we are comfortable with things that make us feel good, and the things that make us feel good are things that we familiarize with. That's just basic human nature in my eyes. I don't really agree with the idea of saying, oh, hey, it's the fault of ours.
Well,
Because that's something literally everyone does.
That's the thing, though. They are responding to a basic human nature. We keep going back to something that is familiar to us, and we're willing to spend the money for it. They as a business see that money changing hands going to them, and their nature is to go, hey, look at that. They're spending money on this. How can we get our cut of that? Because we have bills to pay as well. And we run a business. We don't want it to go out because nobody's coming to buy our shit anymore. Once we stop responding so much to nostalgia, that's when they're going to shift to whatever else is actually making the money at the time.
It doesn't matter how many people complain, because people complain and then they go to theaters and then they complain about it more. You bought the ticket. You bought the ticket. That's not their fault. You know, they made the media, they put it out there. You made a conscious decision. I am going to go watch this even though I think it will be bad.
Mason, is that a school?
I don't know at this point. I'm just drawing a building.
It's a nice building.
Yeah, and it's not, none of this is to say that we are terrible people for feeling nostalgic and continuing to go out and buy those nostalgic things. Like I said, the nostalgia is what makes us feel something familiar, which is comfortable, which is good to us, right? It's like it, you know, as we covered earlier, Aiden doesn't smoke cigars because he gets reminded of all the shit that was going on around all that's, you know, what he was doing at the time. He smokes because it reminds him of those little moments of just kind of having some good conversation with at least as far as he could tell at the time, semi-decent people. He wasn't
with people who were good in that conversation. With people who
he was looking for that specific moment, not the whole period of what was going on with that smoking earlier in his life.
Those were brief reprieves, which is probably what made them stick with me as nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the other component to that, and the reason why I cited that as my favorite piece of personal nostalgia, is because I also do like cigars. Do you see what I mean? So whether or not I get that specific feeling that I do associate with my history with smoking cigars, that doesn't matter because I still got to smoke a nice cigar.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? When people are only chasing nostalgia, that feeling, right? The feeling that I associated with the cigar, that can lead to some dangerous stuff. That can lead to where we get this kind of Disney thing. You know what I mean? That people are mad at Disney about for capitalizing on nostalgia.
I usually call that being obsessive at that point.
Yeah, I would call that personally misplaced nostalgia. That's what I would call it, misplaced nostalgia. It is you're ingesting media for the sole purpose of getting a nostalgia boost, and I don't think that's.
I would say that like we're talking a lot about Disney, but I think like
Yeah,
Warner
we're
Brothers
really
is
crapping on Disney in this episode, aren't we?
yeah, like
Yeah.
we really are, but also Warner Brothers is also guilty of this because
Everybody is. Yeah.
all the
it's-
fucking Scooby Doo movies that they've been.
well, not just Scooby Doo, and also the fact that they added Ultra Instinct Shaggy to their latest Smash Bros. Ripoff. But
Wait, did they? Oh yeah, they did.
God.
multiverse.
Yeah,
Oh, I
multiverse
remember
is-
that. No.
Yeah, they actually did. They added Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
But anyway, like, cause like I said, the reason why I did not like the reason why I didn't like the new Matrix film.
God fucking damn it.
The reason why I didn't like
I don't
You
care.
reached for that one.
Yes, he did, and that's why I muted him.
How dare you? How dare you?
Played the sound
How,
effect. That's why.
how dare you?
That's why I dare. He played the sound effect. I told him that too. In the satisfaction, so I muted the bitch ass.
It was the fact that he missed it the first time is the problem.
But the reason why I didn't like it is because they used I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free as I can in case you guys still want to watch it. It's like they used too much of stuff from the previous films, like literally using clips and pieces from those previous films to try and like show people, like try to make those like memories and whatnot, and the fact that they had too many characters of the original cast replaced, other than Keanu Reeves and the woman who played Trinity. I forgot her name. I'm sorry.
You sexist
Like-
motherfucker.
And it's just the fact that it's like long story short, I feel like they used too much nostalgia to boost their movie. And I think here's the thing, nostalgia isn't really a good support.
What?
It's not really the best thing to use for your film. Like, you want your film to be memorable, that's not really it.
So no, well they don't want. That's not what they want. Okay.
They want your money.
What do people who make movies want? Okay.
Money.
They want to keep their job. Okay. Producers, being a Hollywood producer, it's not just a thing that you do for fun. This is a job for these people. These people can be fired by the studios they represent, and that's real, and that's so. What do they want? They want to keep their job. How do you keep your job? You bring in money for the company that you work for, right? That's how you keep your job. So if someone comes up to you, right, and let's say they're upset about the new Matrix movie, all right? Let's just say they're vehemently upset with you about how the new Matrix movie was, okay? Do you still have your job? Yes or no? Will this one person make or break your job? No.
No.
They won't. They don't want their movies to be quote-unquote memorable. They want their movie to get people to sit down in the fucking theater, all right? How many of you guys went to go see Titane? Did you guys go see Titane?
The fuck
Or
is
Lamb?
that?
What is that?
Exactly. Titane is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. It won the Palme d'Or at 2021 Cannes. The Palme d'Or of last year. Did any of you guys go see it?
to be fair, I mean, I'm sick right now. I can't do anything.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You're excused from this part. But did any of you guys go and see it? All of you who are capable of going to see movies, did you go see Titan?
I just don't watch movies, period.
I think the only movie I ever actually watched during the whole of 2021 was the newest West Side Story.
For me, it was
How
like
wasn't it? I'm curious. How wasn't it?
West Side Story? It was good.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
Was it-
musicals either, so take
Was
that
it,
the way you will.
was it faithful to the original?
Well, considering he said he, I don't remember. I think it was Spielberg that directed it. I don't remember who, but he said he was going more for the original, like Broadway play version of West Side Story, not the movie.
I liked the movie though. I watched the movie. It was
Yeah.
really good.
But it's also part of why you're not going to see subtitles for when they're speaking. I think it's Spanish that the Puerto Ricans speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not going to see subtitles when they speak it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting, but for somebody who is not all that like excited about musicals, I enjoyed the newest West Side Story. But I will admit, part of why I wanted to see West Side Story was a little bit to do with nostalgia. But that alone would not have made me go to see it. What made me want to see it was partly hearing a little bit about the background information for it, and that it's based specifically on the Broadway play, and it's going to be interesting to see what new ways they can shoot that kind of movie if it's based on a Broadway play.
Did you ever see did you see fuck, I think it's called Bird something Bird. It's with Edward Norton and it's filmed to look like it's all in one take. Have you guys seen that movie?
No, I don't watch movies.
Do you? Okay, I understand you don't really watch movies. The two people who are into these movies, like Mason and Ark, are the people who I'm mainly asking this right now. I'm wanting to bring up like a really good a question.
All right, fine then. I see how it is. In.
literally the last movie I've seen in theaters was No Time to Die.
Why did you see that movie?
I don't know, literally out of curiosity, and and here's the thing, I worked at the movie theater that I went to, like, so really it was more just like a visit thing, saying, hey, how are things going? But like also mainly just curiosity. My mom still hates me for seeing it before her, but it's fine.
Curiosity is a really interesting way to...
My mom hates me now, but that's fine.
Curiosity is a really weird way to say Rami Malek.
What the hell?
No, it's more of a weird... No, it's a weirder way of saying Daniel Craig.
No,
bitch.
Okay.
How about both? ¿Por qué no los dos? Come on. They're both awesome actors. They're both awesome.
I only like the other guy as Freddie Mercury.
He can not only speak Greek, but he can speak Spanish too. What the fuck?
Rami Malek can speak Greek?
No, you
yeah.
fuck. What the hell?
Daniel Craig speaks Greek? What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop mixing the messages!
I know, it's me. I get it.
Hanks.
God, I get it. I know we're talking about me, okay? God.
Wait a minute, Tom Hanks is in the new Mortal Kombat? I'm kidding.
No, he's in the
Scorpion.
So the point
movie. Get it right.
But the point that I'm trying to bring up with all this, the reason that I'm sticking onto this point so hard is because what I think is getting lost in translation here is the new original movies that are being released by independent directors that are going to like Cannes film festivals, winning Palme d'Ors, winning second prizes, runner-ups, notable honorable mentions and shit like Lamb and Pig with Nicolas Cage, all of these movies. Who's going to see them?
Hardly anybody, because it's all like not really in the commercialism.
Not really,
No, it is. These were widely publicized. These were widely publicized movies. Y'all need to get your ad blockers off, dude, and learn how to press the skip ad button. Like,
No, I never.
Bitch,
see
I
ads
do.
about-
What the fuck you mean?
I never see ads about these movies. Really.
so
Yeah, same here too.
and that's fair.
You get ads
But-
about anime.
And
Of course you do.
Gee, I wonder why.
so where are you're hearing about movies maybe on Twitter, like with hype trains and stuff like that. What do
No.
hype trains run off of?
Like
Nostalgia.
fucking-
Pure nostalgia.
Well,
Hype is just nostalgia, really.
Well, hype is the excitement around something. It's just, it
Yeah.
happens that most of that excitement tends to be nowadays around something nostalgic.
So the really awesome ideas are out there. They're out there and they're accessible. what I think is, yeah, sure, the big studios rely a little heavily on nostalgia. That's true, and they have been coached by basic human nature to do so. And to not capitalize on that would be a stupid business decision for them. Like, it just would. So instead, seek out the stuff that's already there. When people say music is stale, I say, well, then you're not listening to the right music. There is so much amazing music out there that is being released by people who care about the art form.
Yeah, there's so
Go
much
support those people.
There's
If
so
you-
much like crazy indie shit that people can be listening to. It's like, come on.
Watch
Like
Titane. If you can stomach French extremism, watch Titane. It's a fucking masterpiece. Okay? No, it is incredible. It is simultaneously one of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen and one of the most wholesome movies I've ever seen.
Let me
It is
Let me ask it this way.
incredible.
Let me ask it this way.
Extremism is-
If I'm not much of a fan of Lars von Trier, am I going to enjoy this movie?
Who was Lars? Okay. Oh no, Lars von Trier is very obtuse compared to Titane. Titane is still very. There are parts of it that are very hard to watch, but I would honestly. Have you seen Irreversible by Gaspar Noé? Do you know who Gaspar Noé is?
Those were words.
Okay, are you familiar with Gaspar Noé?
Those were words.
Okay. It's French extremism cinema, but it's not Lars von Trier. It's no Lars. I don't like Lars von Trier, and I love Titane. So I think you could still have a fun time with Titane.
Okay. Oh.
It makes you feel. It doesn't make you feel like a piece of shit for watching it like Lars von Trier does.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things I'm not much of a fan of.
Yeah.
Lars for.
No, Lars is a cool person, but his movies just make me feel like garbage for even being there to see it.
Yeah.
This is not the same way. This makes you feel like you've watched. You don't leave happy, but you leave feeling fulfilled with the narrative. Not happy, but it's fantastic. And Lamb was a good movie too, and so was Pig. All three of those that did successful at Cannes were fresh, new ideas from up and coming directors, and they were widely publicized. But not as many people went to see that as went to see the new fucking Matrix movie, and that's not the big studio's fault. It's not their fault, and it's not ours either. It's not really anybody's fault. I think blaming people for how art is consumed is kind of reductive. I think we just need to be more conscious with the media that we ingest. What is coming from the place that we want to see things come from? Instead of complaining about nostalgia, just don't see the next Marvel movie. If you think it's all a nostalgia train, just don't see it. Don't go see it.
Mhm.
Listen to other people talk about it, see if they liked it or not. If people are disappointed with it, don't go see it.
Yeah, but then there's more of the case of like where they constantly shove it in your face because they think that you would enjoy it. I think that's where I'm trying to see the issue here,
That's-
where it's like,
That
Then
compared-
shove the good shit back in their face. Fight fire with fire, like I'm doing right now. Watch Titane, watch Pig, watch Lamb. They're incredible. They're incredible pieces of cinema. Again, be careful with Titane. It is a very fucked up movie. But if you have a history of watching those more intense movies and you think you can handle it, it is so worth it. It's so good.
Exact
So is
opposite
and
of me.
what Don?
Exact opposite of me. I don't watch movies.
If you don't
Yeah,
watch
neither
movies,
does
don't watch
Kurt.
movies. you know, but you know what I'm saying? You know, if you're tired of listening to the same music over and over again, number one, go to better parties. Maybe come to some of mine if you're in Boston. If you're in some of mine, me and Emma Yalpez are going to be throwing some awesome parties down near South Back Bay if you want to come and drop in on one of those. But no, but we play Latin music like the cumbia and the djembe and stuff like that. It's fun. We play good shit. We don't play boring fucking dumb music.
I guess, I guess, like from what I'm hearing, is like, if you're tired of nostalgia, or like if you're tired of like thinking about memories about stuff that, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother finishing that because I am just.
What do you say?
Not
I
thinking
guess
straight.
the idea is it's the same idea as when people say vote with your wallet. If you're
Exactly.
if you're tired of seeing something constantly being pushed, just go and do something else with your time and your money.
Or literally in German's translation, if you have an issue with my stream, then just go fucking watch someone else. Like, go watch someone like Vinny.
Right.
It's as I always say when I bring up the fact that I'm a believer in stoicism. the first thing you got to understand, there's things you can control and things you cannot control.
Mhm.
Why worry about the things you can't control? Focus on what you can. And first and foremost, every time of the things you can control is yourself.
What you watch.
If you're in a situation where you're like, say you find yourself in a Discord call and an uncomfortable topic comes up for conversation, what can you do? Well, you can continue to listen, maybe even pitch in, some of your own thoughts when you have the chance. Or if it really bothers you, go to another Discord call or just get out of the call in general. You have that option.
Yeah.
Loser.
Get off your PC. Go outside. Stretch like I should have. Today.
Go touch grass now.
It's the same.
I don't have any grass
don't like
anywhere near me,
grass.
actually.
It's the same idea with anything you
Awesome,
consume.
what do you expect?
If you're tired of listening to the same song over and over again, just let the YouTube autoplay take you to whatever it goes to.
Get a Spotify premium account and listen to a radio tailored to your interests. If you don't like it, find some better songs to put on your playlist.
Yeah, you can respond to it and it'll find better songs for you when you hit the I like this button on a song.
Or the dislike button.
Yeah, the
That's
dislike
why
button.
yeah.
It does that.
And the other side to that too, Art, because I know this is implied, but I want to make it very apparent. If you liked the new Matrix movie, then watch the new Matrix movie. You see what right? Like, I'm not saying that we should go against nostalgia. I'm saying that if you don't like the stuff that is a product of the nostalgia, then don't watch it. If you do, right?
Then watch it.
If the main reason you liked No Way Home was because Andrew Garfield and freaking Tony Maguire showed up in it, then watch that. If you liked it for the story, then watch it for that. Watch everything for your own reasons, right? Even though I know cigars aren't the most healthy thing, please don't smoke. Please don't. You know what I mean? I choose to because I do enjoy it.
I'm not taking
Imagine
that.
a kid just be like, I started smoking because of you, Aiden.
Don't you want to grow up to be just like me? No.
Oh, God, just like
You
me.
don't.
No. If he's smoking at that age, he's gonna grow up to be dead.
Yeah.
Lord knows you came close.
Many times. So, choose what you want to enjoy. And if you enjoy something but you don't like the reason you enjoy it, then maybe it's time to, get a therapist.
Well,
It's helpful for everybody.
that's
We
kind of-
had one, but that was not fun.
Fair enough.
That's kind of the thing. Nostalgia is not something you should be ashamed of by any means.
Mhm.
It's because, as we brought up at the start of this whole thing, nostalgia is generally something that makes you feel, if not happy, it
Good
makes
in
you
your
feel
bones.
Something, it makes you feel something familiar.
For your
Mhm.
bird.
Comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable is the thing that always makes us feel at least better in some way, and that's why we
Like-
always go for it, especially nowadays.
And in the world of in the world of say video games, like if you still play like those games you used to play as a kid, yeah, it sucks. You can't recreate those old memories that you had with it, but that won't stop you from creating new ones.
Yeah. Try new things, because that's where nostalgia comes from. Indulging in nostalgia is important, but creating new memories to be nostalgic of in the future is just as important.
Yeah.
Coming from my perspective, a lot of the stuff that I'm nostalgic for now comes from a time that was fucking awful for me, that was dangerous for me. And that doesn't mean that I can't access those good points, because realizing some of the parts of my character that I actually liked from back then is really important to me now. But at the same time, I always have to make sure I'm trying new things, because if I don't reach out to these new opportunities and I don't make more mistakes than I already have, if I don't make some mistakes, then I won't stumble upon any gold either, right? I think it's I want to watch the new Matrix movie, even though I'm hearing a lot of people are disappointed with it. I still want to watch it.
I literally I will say, if you're not watching it for the story, just watch it for Keanu Reeves. Because honestly, here's the thing: he said it himself that if they were to make another Matrix movie, he would be 100% on board. And lo and behold,
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm probably watching it for nostalgia's sake, but that's okay. Because I also watched Titane. Go watch fucking Titane. If you can watch that, if you have the mental fortitude for that kind of movie, watch that movie. It is so good.
I didn't want to.
Watch the movie.
I didn't want to say it to kill the mood, but literally Dana typed in chat, "Don't grow up to be Aiden. You'll be cringe."
Oh my! I'm cringe, but I am free. All right.
If this keeps up with Titane, I'm gonna have to reach out to the production staff of that and ask them if it's okay for us to be promoting their shit so much.
Wait! Can we get sued for promoting their shit?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
It is such a good movie.
But
It's such a good movie.
The legal system is fucking weird.
If you can handle French extremism, then go watch Titane.
Go watch Titan. I might be freaking mispronouncing her name. Go watch it. It's so good.
It's actually Titane.
Titany.
It's actually Titane.
Tiffany.
It's actually Tiffany.
Tit and E.
Tit and E. Okay. Go watch Tits and E. There we go.
Tit.
It's Titties and
Go
E
watch
Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Titties and D.
God damn it.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Titties
just,
in the key of D.
Titties and
Titties and D.
Titties
Go
and
watch
D
the titties
is
and
just a
D.
very specific fetish. Am I wrong?
It's like anal without the ass.
Oh my god.
Hey, a gem, aren't I?
We're definitely getting banned from YouTube after this.
Hey, at least we got honesty, right?
Yeah. Woo.
We really
Right?
should.
It'll work. Shut up, Aiden.
What?
At least you
Excuse you?
promoted Tits and D. Titane before we got banned.
Yeah. At least we promoted that movie because it's good. Create nostalgia. Create nostalgia for yourself. Go see new movies. Seek them out because
Don't be a boomer where you're just constantly talking about the good old days or whatever.
don't resign yourself to disappointment. That's all I'm saying. Don't resign yourself to disappointment. You know what I mean? Go make some fucking bad decisions, okay? And some good ones, okay?
I always make bad decisions. I am a bad decision.
Germ.
Take it from Germ.
Germ, don't make me kiss you.
Pat's Germ's head.
I thought we were boycotting the head patch. Don't.
We were boycotting them.
All that has to happen is Germ says something sad, and everyone's like, I guess I'll just give you what you want, Pat's head.
Yeah.
Literally, like, does the fucking puppy dog eyes and, like, what is the gator version of puppy dog eyes? Can anybody tell me?
Gator boy eyes.
Gator boy eyes. I don't know.
Alright, no.
Also, you do Germ, you do realize I might have to draw that someday, just like your character given puppy dog eyes.
I know
I can
exactly.
do that. I can do that myself.
I know
Everyone
exactly
call
what
me-
it is.
Fine, fucking do it. No balls.
I know exactly what it's called. You
I
call
don't
them
have balls. They were snapped off earlier.
You call them laser lizard eyes.
Sorry, there's a bad butt stroke. Get rid of this brush stroke. Okay, thank God. Okay, anyway, continue.
Relax,
You're a
man.
fucking artist, I swear.
You do.
The fucking shriek, dude.
It's called artist pain. You'll never know.
Is that nostalgic for you?
Talented enough to know.
Is that nostalgic for you?
You're not talented enough to know.
Is that nostalgic for you? Are you feeling it now, Mr.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Save me, please.
No. Why would I
Don't
save
worry,
you?
I think we're about at our limit here.
Are you feeling
Yeah,
it
we're getting
now,
close.
Mr. Maddox?
Oh, are you
I think we're
close,
getting-
Aiden? Are you getting close, Aiden?
I even got disconnected from the draw pile.
Why do you want to
Don't worry,
go, buddy?
don't worry, your shit's still here.
Laser beam
Okay, good.
sounds from a gator? Yes, Fabian. As a matter of fact, we love laser beam sounds from a gator.
It's nostalgic.
It's very nostalgic.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
It'll be fine.
This is
Everything will
such
be
a
okay.
weird thing to come down
You won't be
to.
fine, but you. Well,
Also, can we take a moment to look at this tree?
Look
No.
at the stream. Let's look at the stream. Let's do it.
I said look at the tree.
The
No.
tweet. The tweet.
It's
No.
a tree.
That's a good looking
Look at the
tree.
tree.
no.
It's got.
When you're in a painting class and you have to actually be outside and paint a tree for almost like 5 hours.
That was fun in my
Did you
art
have to
class.
touch
I don't know
grass?
What kind of suffering? you
Yes,
You had to touch grass? I'm jealous.
I had to touch grass and deal with ants on my sandwich.
Woohoo!
Haha.
Hey, that's just extra protein.
That's
Oh
pro-
fuck you!
I get my extra protein from other sources.
Mason, you do kind of need the extra protein. To
No
be
comment,
honest,
Aiden.
Yeah, you just did. You just brought more attention to it. You just Barbara Streisand yourself just now. That's what you just did.
yourself.
I'm sorry, but the fuck?
It's an effect where when you try to like hide something, and you try to say like if you go on somewhere and you're like, no, this allegation that someone made is not true. All the people who didn't know that the allegation existed are now going to look into that allegation. What the fuck was that
So
sound?
it's like it's
The Streisand effect.
It's basically the same thing as let's say a Twitter artist saying, "Don't make Rule 34 art of my work."
That's
no,
different. That's
animations.
oppositionalism. It's a Twitter artist making a random tweet. No, I did not trace this artist.
Yeah, it's like when you bring attention to something that no one has ever thought about, and now people know about it.
Yeah, and now people actually think about it more and call you out on it more.
And now people are canceling you on Twitter because you're a dumbass.
Welcome to 2021. Welcome to the 2020s, where things are just not looking better.
Things are looking worse in certain ways and better in other ways. For example, Titane is one of the greatest movies I've ever fucking seen.
Damn it!
I'm
I'm gonna make you move again, Aiden.
I have to move again tomorrow, actually, back to Boston. 2 days. Not tomorrow, the next day. I have to move back to Boston on
God
Wednesday.
damn, that was cool.
Dumb, I thought you were better than this.
So, okay, yeah.
I mean, at least I didn't make it sans like Dana would.
We back to Boston. Wait,
Okay, honest to God, when I saw those dots, I thought you were gonna add like fruit.
No,
Wait,
I was just gonna add a face.
You moved out of Boston, and then you're going back to Boston?
So I didn't move from Boston. Okay, let me explain this really quickly. Okay,
Yeah,
2 years
please.
ago, in 2020, when everything went to shit, I moved out of my house
You're born, but okay.
in moved from my house mid 2020
I remember this.
because we had flooding in our house. Okay,
Well,
a few months later, we moved back into that house. Okay, then we put it up on the market. Then it got sold. Then we moved out of that house into a different house, the one that had the courthouse. It looked like, I'm not going to say it actually on stream. I don't know if that's going to be kosher. But it's not horrible. But it's just, I don't know if it's the right word to use on stream. But it looked like let's just say it had it had like a courtyard in it, and it was like a very big L-shaped kind of wrought iron and like what do they call it? Like that kind of like adobe material, like kind of house. You guys remember that house, right?
Type of stuff that
Yeah, pretty
seems
sure you
like
gave us the
stucco?
tour on that one.
Yeah, where it was like outside, they had all of those like those red tiles on the floor, and it was like
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
The
you
carpeted-
definitely gave us
yeah.
a tour.
the carpeted bathroom and weird shit like that. So
Carpeted
Carpeted
bathroom, that is
bathroom?
uncomfortable.
yeah, carpeted bathroom.
It's a very dumb idea.
It was built in the 80s. So don't worry about it.
Shag carpeting bathroom. Shag carpeting.
Shag,
Nice and the
yes,
lighting you're
shag
doing is
carpet in the
confusing
bathroom.
me.
That's,
Yeah,
oh
and-
my God.
So then, after that was done, we moved into, so we moved out of the house, then back into the house. Then we moved out of the house again to this place. Then we moved from that house to, the people who were actually doing the grading on the property that I'm living on now. We'll get there in a second. So when we went to their place, we rented from them for a little while. During that, I moved to Boston because I'm going to school there. Then I came back here for winter break a couple weeks ago, and since then we started to move into this house. Me and my brother yesterday night we finished moving into this house, and now on Wednesday I have to move back to Boston because I'm doing another semester of college back out there. So I get to live in this new house for like today and tomorrow, and then I have to leave again. So
Where's this house? Are you back in California?
yeah, I'm in California right now, but then in 2 days I'm going to get on a plane and go back to Boston
Oh my
and live
God.
back in Boston again for another 5-ish months. And then I'm going to come back here for the summer. And then I'm going to go back to Boston again.
Dude, I would kill to get just one flight to go to Chicago to see someone that I'm not going to explain here. Then you get all these fucking flights just like that. Fucking Christ.
It's because I'm going to college, dude. It's not like, oh yeah, let me go and see my friends out in Boston. It's like, no, let me go sit there in my fucking studio apartment with no light from the outside world and go to classes for like 5-6 hours a day, come home and study, and then pass out. Like, it's like this isn't a vacation. This is this is this is me working my ass off to learn as much as I can and get a degree in sound engineering and stuff. Like this is it's been a lot. Yeah. Speaking of nostalgia, I'm not nostalgic at all for any of my old houses because I never got enough time
I
to
wouldn't
link
think you
them.
would be.
No, it was bad. This is like I'm actually in a place and I'm like, wow, I'm actually happy with this house. And now I have to leave in 2 days. So that's awesome.
That's always sucky.
But it happens. And I'm gonna go back to my honestly kind of cool apartment. I have a cool apartment in Boston, dude. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nifty. But I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna have a good time, And
I mean, as good a time you can have when you're doing shit like that in college.
which is actually a lot. You can find time. Trust me.
I don't know about that, dude.
I do.
Do I need to say something, Aiden?
Do you need to say something? Do you need it? I don't
Do
tell you
you?
if you need to say.
You tell me.
You were expressing a desire to say something. Go ahead.
How do I do this correctly?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Well, I guess let me try it this way. No, wait.
Kids, cover your
already-
ears.
I already lost my train of thought. I forgot what the hell I was about to say.
Perfect.
God.
Silence is a tool, everybody. Silence is a tool. If you stay silent enough, sometimes they'll forget what they were gonna say.
Especially these
Silence
boomers.
is golden, but duct tape is silver.
I hate you, Aiden.
These
Your
boomers,
hatred fuels me.
these boomers are very forgetful sometimes. You guys need to understand that.
It's not their fault. It's basic human nature. Anyways,
Fuck
we
you.
got.
I'm not going to Boston now. Fuck you.
I just realized, did we have like any questions during this one?
No.
Not that I could see.
Oh, we were just kind of all doing our own thing. Really, when it comes to these topic episodes, we kind of like try and talk about whatever info that we have at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, hence why we kind of do our own.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, hence why we kind of gotta do our homework when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Emotional damage.
No.
But it's like, but yeah, like more likely than not. I mean, we do get questions, mainly from Will, but we're more or less just kind of like talking about our own thing, Which like there is one question I think we should answer. I think hold on, I just want to double check so I make sure I'm not butchering this. Oh god, yeah. Speaking of which, we might start writing this up because my drawing pad is freaking out.
Oh,
That's fine. Yeah, we were probably gonna start.
Okay, so let's see. What is personally the biggest nostalgic memory for any of us?
Cigars. Smoking a cigar with.
Okay,
a friend of
alright,
mine.
let me explain this memory. Okay. So it was dark. It was.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, sorry. Do you want? Wait, were you not done? I thought it was just a cigar thing. I'm sorry.
I could elaborate a little more. Honestly, I probably should.
If you do.
Well,
want
we
to.
have other people that want to talk to, not just listen to you talk about cigars for like 800 years.
Damn, dog.
It'll only be 80 years. Trust me. I'll keep it brief.
Ugh,
All right. Okay.
that's
ahead.
not any better.
Go ahead, Aiden.
No, I promise it's quick. That just to answer the question, it just smoking a cigar, sharing good company, and just enjoying my time in that kind of a setting, in that kind of environment where I tended to have the best conversations.
All right. So wait, am I good to go now? Hello.
Wait,
Mhm, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so it was dark. It was kind of cold. Well, it was more like lukewarm-ish. And I felt like I was surrounded by this fluid, but I felt relaxed and just cozy at the same time. I felt like I was enveloped in a layer of skin.
He's
going
going
That's when you
he's going
that's when you
somewhere.
realize you wet the bed.
And that's when I realized that I feel like these hands, well, felt like hands, were a little bit rubberish.
Germ?
Only getting the feel. And then I hear a lady screaming in the background, and there's a guy
Germ?
feeling push very, very muffled.
Germ?
And I hear
Germ?
He's going somewhere with
If
this.
this doesn't go faster, I'm kicking you myself.
I think this is like a I think this is like a very very descriptive version of him being born.
That's exactly what this is. That's just.
Well, here's the thing. I was
The
expecting
leg
it
is
to
just
be
pushing
told
out
like,
as I just feel my head being pressed up against the
I'm
was-
going to kill you.
I was expecting this to be told
can-
I
from the
feel a
point of view.
man's hand, rubbery hand, just being groped and held up against me.
Okay.
I'm about to mute his ass.
And a bright light is just out there as I'm covered in
Can.
mucus and blood and impaled as I'm crying.
Let's
my
do
ass
this.
off.
So,
Germ.
hold on, it's okay.
Germ.
I turned him
I
down.
just love you're freaking Dana out.
I turned him down on my end.
Okay. Okay.
But
You did
I
it.
was
Alright.
expecting him to tell it from the point of view of a gator being born from the egg, not from a live womb.
No, I'm doing it for no. I'm going.
Let's
all
not
out, man.
let's not entertain this with nuance. Like.
I'm going all out, man.
But it's but yeah, to sum it up, I don't think it's really a problem to be nostalgic for something. It's more twofold for me. If you're gonna complain about it, something being run purely off nostalgia, you have other options. But at the same time, don't let yourself be consumed by nostalgia. If you are,
Yeah. So what is the memory that's most nostalgic for you?
for me, it's basically just watching an old cartoon show. It could be anything. Ed, Edd and Eddy, Johnny Bravo. It could be My Fairly, what the hell was I about to say? Fairly Odd Parents,
I
SpongeBob.
hate that show.
I enjoyed it when I was younger. I found it really fucking funny at times.
When I was younger, it was fine. As I got older, I started to hate it more.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Oh, well, that too.
It's like I'll even feel nostalgic. I'll even feel nostalgic about Drake and Josh as much as it is, as hard as it is to hear the name Drake now, Drake Bell nowadays at least. It's the show itself was still fucking hilarious.
Separate the art from the artist.
Well, artists in my case, because it was made by Dan Schneider, who went on to make shows that I really intensely disliked later on, because of what I because of what I called dickhead humor syndrome, where the only idea of humor in those later shows by Dan Schneider was everybody's a dickhead. It's funny. No, it's not.
That's funny. No, it's not.
But it's being
Dom,
being able to laugh at those things is what I look for.
So, Dom, what about you? What memory do you have or thing that causes you the most
It's
nostalgia?
gonna be an anime.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Really?
Oh,
I doubt that, but okay.
Just 1 second.
ooh.
1 second. Okay.
Okay. How about we get Mason while we're waiting for Dom to come back?
I would say I don't really think that there's a nostalgic memory, more say as a nostalgic pattern.
Okay.
Because
Hi. What?
okay, Dom, you go ahead and talk about yours. I'll hold.
Oh, okay. You're back. All right. Yeah, you go then.
Okay,
You son of a bitch.
so... Alright. When I was younger, like, I lived with my grandma for, like, a few years, and, like, for some reason, I was addicted to Dora as a baby. So much that I would fight children in preschool for this plushie of Dora.
That was so nostalgic.
Please continue.
Oh, this is triggering my
Alright,
nostalgia.
okay, so that's why I don't want to watch the new Dora movie, because I don't want to deal with those memories again.
With
'cause
with
that
Danny
was-
Trejo as Boots.
Not doing that. We're done here. Okay. Like after that, like remember getting DS. So and like the first game I got, I think, was the original New Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Ooh, okay.
Then I lost it, and then my brother got a copy. So I'm keeping that one on top of our dresser.
You're gonna hide it away from him. And you're taking
just
it
don't
with you
wanna
whenever you
lose
move
it.
out.
I don't want Caden to
And-
inevitably lose it because it's Caden.
Yeah.
I don't
think I
know,
also
man. You're
remember-
talking about the only person in the family that isn't sick.
Yeah,
It's
he
still
has an
Caden.
advantage over all of us right now.
But it's still Caden, to be fair.
Well, yeah, but still. Anyways, after that, I think one of the other games I got was from my grandma, and that was Dragon Quest IX, which I adored as an 8-year-old because I liked making little characters and stuff, because that's apparently the only like mainline Dragon Quest game where you can make your own character. And then I lost that one.
My God, Dom.
Except that one I found 8 years later.
Oh, okay.
And then I beat the game because apparently I didn't do that when I was little. I think I was like right at the final boss too.
Ouch.
Then I beat that. That's fun. Made me remember all the times of I'd just sit in my room alone playing it. That was nice.
That's actually
Yeah.
really. That's like. Oh, are you? Oh, sorry. I thought that was it. I apologize.
I have a lot of things that I can talk about. Like one of the other consoles I got as a kid was PlayStation Portable.
Damn, those were the days.
And the first game I got for that was, I forgot which Code Lyoko game it was, but I know it was a Code Lyoko game, and it's better than the one I have on my DS right now. And I didn't beat that one because the PlayStation Portable broke.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Nostalgia
it was
machine
sad.
broke.
Understand.
If I get another one, I'm going to get that game because that game is better than the game that I have on my DS.
Good luck finding one.
You have an
I'll
original
stab
DS.
someone if I need to.
I will help you. Okay, I will help you stab somebody. I don't know what kind of help you'll need, but if you do need it, I will be there to provide.
Thank you, because I want that game so badly.
Sounds like mercenary one, Aiden. You a hitman now?
Yeah, just pay me. Just pay me.
I
Okay,
won't pay you for that. I'll pay you
I'll,
for other reasons, Aiden.
I'll sell my sister's kidneys for the money. It's fine.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
It's just Alyssa. Who gives a shit?
Part-time kidney surgeon at your service.
Knock in a box at your service.
Oh god.
All right, and then
Crazy homeless
Is-
guy down the street who has a couple of skewers and some alcohol at your service.
oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, Everclear. Let's go. So Mason, what about you?
Nice.
If you're done, of course, Tom.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine.
Are you sure? If you want, if there's anything else that you want to add, you can totally add it.
If I did, we'd be here a while.
That is fair.
His explanations will be longer than an anime plot.
Better than a few of them too.
So,
better than Dragon Ball. I can assure that. I'm way more interested.
Dragon
in
Ball
that.
is literally just Goku getting new
Boruto.
powers each season.
don't
Boruto's
please,
garbage. Bro, they had to introduce Sasuke Jr. just to make it better.
I love the Dragon Ball hate right now. It's making me so happy.
Not Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball. It missed when apparently Goku was supposed to stay dead. That didn't happen.
From heart disease.
It was
coronary
like,
ar-
I think
yeah,
it was
coronary
during
artery
the Cell
disease.
Saga. He was supposed to stay dead, and Gohan would be the new protagonist.
Yeah, and that didn't sell well with the audience. Now did it?
I would have
Good
been
enough,
fine with
Ryan.
it.
But yeah. What about you, Mason?
Oh, geez, there's a lot of memories to talk about.
Take
I mean, there's like fucking when Mucha Lucha was a thing.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that show in such a long ass time.
Like, there's like the Hot Wheels sets that I always had as a kid.
Same.
Oh, yes, I think I found it. The day that I got this one Hot Wheels
Today I
track.
lost my virginity.
No, no. Unfortunately, I'm still holding on to that tightly. But I think the memory that I love was having my old Hot Wheels car collection and one Christmas, my parents decided to get me a Hot Wheels a track set, but this was one for like it was like a giant T-Rex one, like, and I don't know what the objective was on it, but you're basically launching cars up the T-Rex's back. So I guess
I had this one too. I had this one too when I was a kid.
yeah.
There was a jump through the T-Rex's mouth, and you could have someone who like hit a crank and closed the T-Rex's mouth, and you could like try to catch the cars as they like went through.
And this was around the same time that I was watching like Hot Wheels is like I'd say first official movie, like Hot Wheels World Race. I remember watching it countless times. Like I still do. Like even after all these years, I still pop it in the PS2 and just like watch it on my small little TV, just to relive those memories.
You're not escaping, Dana. Fun watching Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Did you freak out about my virginity joke?
No. When Mason, when you said I'm holding onto that tight, I was literally like, I was about to say, Let It Go from the movie Frozen starts playing softly in the background.
If there's one company you don't want to get sued by, it's Disney. They will not show mercy.
And that's what I'm nostalgic for. The day I got my entire life savings sued out of my brain by Disney. No,
it's not just your life savings they're gonna sue you out of. You'll pretty much
they're gonna sue you out of.
Your soul will pretty much belong to them by the end of it.
Like I said, guys, make bad decisions, make new nostalgia. We're doing so today. So with that, I have to start getting ready to go and finalize my move. Yeah, finalize my stuff. But it's been a lot of fun. Today was fun. I got to talk about cigars for an extended period of time.
I'm dying today. This is the day I die.
We will grieve for you in the press. No, Tropic Thunder reference for the win. But
Killing myself.
No, Dom.
Alright, so is this the point where
Yes,
we're wrapping up?
Dom.
I think so. Yeah, I think we answered the important question. We talked a lot about nostalgia. I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
Okay, so with that, it's time to do the closing bits here. Again, brain of a goldfish here. Let me hit this candle with the.
The goldfish is better than you,
So,
especially the one that I had.
end of the stream things like usual. We have our affiliate link with the store Game Castle for nerds like me, who play miniature games, card games. Yes, there is a My Hero Academia trading card game.
Oh God, no!
They also do
Burning the Mineta card.
They also do shitloads of Pokemon trading card game. If you're looking into any kind of board game, they have all kinds of those. Carrying cases, card cases,
Dice?
dice up the wazoo. If you're like
Love
me,
dice.
you paint miniatures. They have shitloads of paints, brushes, and all kinds of stuff. If you're a nerd, they have it. Check it out. They have the what?
You said nerd. You said if you're a nerd, they have it. Just never mind.
Their affiliate link is in the description below in this video. Go to Temp Germ. I appreciate it.
Suck and choke to death on it. All right.
Our affiliate.
I want you.
Our
suck on
affiliate
the
link with
meatiest
Game
dick
Castle
of
is in the
throbbiest
description of the video.
of throbs.
You
I wanted to
buy something
to
with them.
bust in your mouth.
We
I want you to
get-
choke to death on it.
Buy something
Okay?
with them through the affiliate link. They
I want you
will
to
give
be
us a little bit of a
murdered
kickback from
by
it.
oral sex. Okay.
Are you?
Hold on,
I'm
wait.
sorry. Did I
down
just
the-
hear?
So
I'm sorry. Did I just hear murdered by oral sex?
All I
They
hear
will-
is I can get no da 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 da.
They will-
That's all I hear.
they will give us a kickback for you buying things through that affiliate link. We will greatly appreciate it. We also have a Patreon, which I believe, Mason, did you include it in the description of this video?
I sentence you to death by oral sex.
Oh my god damn it. Okay, it's
It will be in the description of this video. Please, if it's within your means to donate, don't donate more than you have the means to. I have $3 to my name, so I won't be donating. College for life, XD, woohoo.
God damn it.
But if you have more than that, more than $3, probably more than 100, probably more than that, then please consider donating to the Patreon. It helps all of us out, and it helps us make better content for you guys in the future.
We very much want to. We want to be able to pay the artists that do our thumbnails as soon as fucking possible.
I get paid first. I've been doing this since the beginning.
All of us have. Well, not me.
Mothers. Yeah. Like.
I was the original thumbnail artist.
This is true. Dom does get priority. Dom has seniority
Yeah,
in a weird twisted
I mean-
lens. Dom has seniority.
He gets first payment.
Yeah.
You get a Christmas bonus. Here you go, kid.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually, you know what? That's the ultimate nostalgic feeling. That is the ultimate nostalgic. That's the ultimate nostalgic feeling.
Well, not me.
Mothers. Anyway,
We're still on this.
Patreon,
that-
Patreon
that's-
link right there in chat for you.
I will say this. I just want to judge. One jump real quick. It's like I just realized that's the ultimate nostalgic feeling. The creation of this group.
Maybe the real nostalgia was the friend we made along the
Technically, he's not too far from what you were trying to say, Mason.
Where's the why are you booing me? I'm right. What do you mean?
No.
Actually, no. Fuck it. I'm gonna boo you right now, bitch.
Bully it.
I feed off your anger and your hatred. Give it all to me now.
But yes, Patreon link is in the chat. I'll make sure it's in the description. It's otherwise. What else we got? Follow our Twitter account. It's in the description. We have the link to our Discord server in the description, and we also have the links to Fabian, who did the thumbnail for this stream. Looks amazing. Thank you, Fabian. Twitter and Instagram is in the description for you to go follow them. And on top of that, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button on this video so it tells YouTube we're doing a good job and more people can find it. Other than that,
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, share the video, share Twitter, share future links as they come up, and we will endeavor to make sure they are out the day before.
Yes.
So,
The more you engage with our content, the more people there will be here to engage with you guys in the future. So,
Our content got engaged. When's the wedding?
and that kind of goes towards
boy.
the goal of us promoting independent creators. And let me tell you, I just went to Sac Anime this weekend, and there's quite a few of them that we're going to be bringing in. I can tell you that much.
Be
Hell yeah.
prepared.
I want to talk to people.
get ready for some epic shit.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And we also found shitloads of artists. I have a stack of business cards, just the physical business cards that I could actually take, not all the ones that I had to take pictures of because most of these guys ran out of business cards. And it is, I want to say, it's like a 2.5, 3 inch tall stack of business cards.
So, good things are coming. Make sure other people can see it with us.
Yeah.
Share, like, comment.
Share
all
the
right?
crap out of it. Until then, we'll see you guys all next week. Mason?
We are the Insanimators. Stay insane, everyone. Oh yeah.
You just made me stretch.
Now we have to deal with a potential copyright strike from Rick James. No, not Rick James. Randy Savage. Damn it, what are you doing to me, Mason?
I'm doing a lot of things. But this is not a family show.
So this is also going to be where we have to promote the obituary for Mason. He sadly passed away at the end of the stream, so
Funeral donations will be appreciated.
yes, we have the Streamlabs link to us right there in the description. So,
In dollars or in
oh,
pesos?
right. Let me turn you back up, Germ.
Or in drachma.
You are a fucking cunt.
Hey, you wanted to try to talk over me, motherfucker, and I'm the one in control of this shit.
Learn your place.
So-
Learn your place.
Bottom.
Make your
Bottom,
outro,
is that
Germ.
what you're gonna say? Huh?
Make your outro before I hit the end button.
Fuck you all.
Wow.
Have a wonderful rest of your day. It's Monday. Be sad, but be happy
Eat
because Tuesday
McDonald's.
follows it, and the weekend will eventually get here. So have a good day.
Have a
Stay in
good.
school. Don't do drugs. Eat your teeth.
Your teeth. Oh my
Stay
god.
in.
Oh, okay. Have a good week, everybody, and stay fucking insane.